Sniper Elite V2 is a third-person shooter set in the dying days of World War II, where your mission as an American sniper is to pick your way through the ruins of Berlin to kill the German rocket scientists who are threatening to take their knowledge to Russia. Along the way, you've got to use a mixture of stealth and brute force to avoid battles or engage with the enemy. 1 minute you're creeping between patrolling Nazi soldiers, and the next you're sniping the fuel tank on a King Tiger. As you've probably guessed already, this game is right up my alley, both in the setting and the game mechanics. So if you've got an Xbox 360, PC or a PS3, you need to track down a copy as soon as possible. If you're coming from the newer games in the franchise like Sniper Elite 3, the levels in Sniper Elite 2 may seem a little linear, and the graphics aren't as good as those in the Zombie Army Trilogy remaster on PS4, Xbox One and PC. But the visuals and sounds are great by last gen standards and help to immerse you in the chaotic settings of late April and early May 1945. The basic gameplay is quite simple. Creep along so as not to alert enemies of your presence. Use your binoculars to scan for threats and then tag them and decide on your next move. Lay down trip bombs and mines to cover your back or means of escape, and then move through the level. If you get close and detected, you can melee your enemies with a stealth kill, or use your silenced pistol to take them down quietly. If things go wrong and an enemy sees you or discovers a dead body, you can then whip out your machine gun for close quarters combat or your sniper rifle for distance work. In fact, it's when things do go wrong or when the enemies are actively hunting you that's when the adrenaline really starts to pump. The time to kill in Sniper Elite V2 is very short, so you can't afford to get flanked or let enemies have a clear line of sight for long. You need to move, find cover, reload, then pop out and try and take them down fast. This makes for a great combination of gameplay, with the slow build up of the stealth portions of the level and then the "oh crap, they've seen me" part where you go loud and start earning your pay as an elite sniper. The Sniper Elite franchise is most famous for the Killcam shots where you see the insides of your target as they're taken apart by your bullets, and I've got to say that initially this put me off from the series. It looked like a gimmick and not a very nice one at that. But when you're actually playing the game and having to work hard to get your shots on target, that very same Killcam is immensely satisfying and also gives you a short little break in the chaos of battle, and now I absolutely love the feature. The game does have its issues. The AI can be pretty dumb at times, shooting into cover when they shouldn't be able to see you. The melee takedown can be a bit hit and miss, and in parts of some of the stealthy levels you can clear them by taking to your heels and sprinting past the enemies rather unrealistically. And I'm still amazed that German and Russian tank designers make them so vulnerable to shots to their fuel tanks. Overall though, the campaign story is interesting, and although the levels are fairly linear, the sniping mechanic makes the game so fun to play. I just know I'll be spending more time completing the extra DLC missions that come with the Game of the Year edition, and I've got to say that already that the Kill Hitler level is a masterpiece. And I'll also be revisiting some of the main campaign levels on a harder difficulty. You can get online and play multiplayer, but I found the experience frustrating as the players on there knew the map so much better than me, and I ended up just being like a dummy at a target range. The kill tally challenge though is a different matter. It's a single player horde mode where waves of enemies try to overwhelm you, so you've got to use all of your wits and equipment to stay alive, and it is very, very fun indeed, and it should keep you entertained for several dozen hours after you've completed the main campaign. Sniper Elite V2 is a great game and I highly recommend it, so get yourself down to the second-hand game store, snag a copy, dig out your old console and have a blast sniping Nazi soldiers from across the map. It surely doesn't get much better than this. Sniper Elite V2 is absolutely worth buying for cheap. Okay, that's enough from me. Please put your questions and comments down below. Hit like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more of the same. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.